Today we're going to learn how to construct a box and whisker plot, which is the graphical representative of the 5-number summary. So like I said, it's a graphical representation of the 5-number summary of a data set. So remember, the 5-number summary is the minimum, maximum, the second quartile, which is the median, and the quartiles 1 and 3. The box and whisker plot represents the interquartile range, remember, which is the IQR, and is really just the third quartile take away the first quartile. So if we're going to draw a box and whisker plot by hand, the first thing we need to do is make sure that we rearrange the numbers in order from smallest to biggest. So we have 8, 14, 13 comes first, sorry. 13, 14, 16 appears twice, 18 appears twice, 20 appears twice, 22, and 30. Okay, now we're going to make a number line to represent some of the information here, but first let's figure out some of the numbers in the 5-number summary. The minimum is 8. The maximum is obviously 30. If we want to find the second quartile or the median, we know it's not 8 or 30 or 13 or 22 or 14 or 20, 16 or 20, 18 or 16 or 18. So our second quartile is 18. And remember, that separates our data into two halves. So now we want to find the first quartile, which is, sorry, that was more like a 2 here, which is the median of the first half. So we want to count median. So 1. So our median or quartile 1 is 14. And the same thing here, 18, 30, and we have 20 as our third quartile. So now we draw a number line to represent as much of the data as we can. So maybe we'll count by 2s, but starting from 8 if you want. You could do whatever you'd like here. 8, 10, 12. You could, as long as your intervals are spaced evenly, it doesn't matter how you count on your number line. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So now what you're going to do is put a dot above each one of these particular pieces of information. So there's a dot above 8 and a dot above 30. There's a dot above 18, and there's a dot above 14, and there's a dot above 20. So basically what you do is you connect the 3 dots for your quartiles. And you draw a line through each of them. And then you connect the minimum and the maximum. And there is our box and whisker plot. To complete the same piece of data, the box and whisker plot with your TI Nspire, you're going to go to a lists and spreadsheets page, and you're just going to write down the numbers. You do not have to write them in any particular order in the spreadsheet, but remember, you have to name your cell. You have to name cell A. Then you're going to hit Control and you're going to hit Doc to add a new page, and you're going to add a data and statistics page. So imagine we were making a scatter plot. You're doing the same thing. You'll get your scatter plot here. All the dots or all the data are floating kind of miscellaneously. And you're going to click down here to add the variable, and it will make your data be a little bit more organized. If you hit menu, you can change your particular, because this right now is called a dot plot, and we don't want a dot plot. We want a box and whisker plot, but also known as a box plot. So you're going to click menu and just click box plot, and here you go. Now, this box and whisker plot looks a little bit different than the other one that we dealt with, the one that we did by hand, because I did not consider the number 30 to be an outlier. I just considered it to be our maximum. In this particular graph, the 30 is plotted as an outlier, so it is not connected to the actual minimum value, and the maximum value is considered to be 22. So this is okay. If obviously the 30 is, you want to always look for a number that's 1.5 times larger. However, it's okay to do it either way for our particular instances. If you're always unsure, just make sure that you check it on your calculator. But for our purposes, unless the outlier is very noticeably bigger or smaller than the rest of our data, you're just going to include them in the box and whisker plot. Okay? Remember to fill out the Google form, and have a nice day.